I am originally from Levittown, Pennsylvania, which is a literally developed community by the Levitts. Levittown was the 1950s buy-it sort of stock house. It was cheap, it was inexpensive, it was the way to go. And so I was raised up there where houses were sort of right on top of each other, and you had neighbors and friends and you played around and you had a wonderful time. But I still always had a connection to Chester County, the farms, the countryside, but as well as historical downtown Philadelphia. My father is from Chester County, which is a very historical county, which was part of Philadelphia County when Philadelphia was a new city back in the 1600s. And all of his family and background family have come from there. So I'm a real part of colonial Philadelphia. I have always been interested in genealogy, and every time a year would go by and I do a little bit more work, the internet got bigger and bigger and better, and more people did more and more work that I didn't know, but you'd put in a name and boom, you'd get 4,000 hits. And you'd start looking at them and saying, wow, I think I'm related to that person. So I've gotten right now, I have 32 individuals, so 16 sets of grandparents for my daughter. And I have got it almost down to I was related to the Whites off the Mayflower. So it's been very interesting to me to figure out where I'm from. I consider myself a Southerner since I've lived here more than half of my life. I would not consider moving back to Philadelphia. Now I live in a neighborhood that's about 100 acres, but there's only 80 houses. Everybody's house is on an acre or more. I've got a pond in my front yard. I have nature, I have trees everywhere. Play with the bees out front. If you would have asked me as a 18-year-old would I've been doing that, I would have said, no way. I'll probably work in Philadelphia, or I'll do this or whatever, or I'll work in DC. And I ended up sort of living in the country, and I like it, and I really don't want to change it. The more research I do on my relatives, I feel a definite belonging to the United States as a citizen and as a person who's related to people who were part of the country before it was one, and that's very, very important to me. So for me to say I'm from Philadelphia is important. And to say I'm a descendant of people from the Revolution, that's really important. But also to say that I'm from people who took it upon themselves to cross the Atlantic and take a risk to bring about and create a new world, that's very important to me.